These are short snippets from the Quantum Future breakout sessions.
Move on to group 2, Daniel.
Yeah, I think for us, the first I think we discussed was in how to engage strategic investors is first of all understanding that strategic investors come in quite a spectrum from funds that are very much like a financial investor with the caveat that they have only maybe one corporate investor or one corporate LP, all the way to the corporate funds that are more, let's say, extended M&A arms, extended business development arms, right? And really understanding if you engage with a corporate fund, which part of the spectrum is the fund on? And then really finding for your startup the right fit within that spectrum. Right? Sometimes it's good to be on a fund that is really business development heavy if you have a good project that works with them. Sometimes you maybe just want to have the money with the strategic upside. So we talked a bit about this kind of right, startups can pivot, but also corporations can pivot. And in this context, what you sometimes see are these orphaned companies, right? Orphan deals who maybe once had a good strategic investor, but maybe they were too over-reliant on that investor. And then essentially, let's say if the corporate shuts down a business or shuts down a project, that can have some very negative ramifications also on the startup if your business model and go-to-market, for example, is only focused on that one corporate. We talked a bit about finding the right champion within a CVC, right? Someone who really understands your projects, your problems, can actually help you. We talked about these different stages of engaging with a corporate, from early stage in engagements that are tied to innovation money, so things like venture capital, innovation grants, research grants, accelerators, and so on, to the second stage, which would be NRE-based funding, so kind of project-based funding, all the way then through really revenue that's recurring and really comes out of an operating budget. And really understanding when you talk to corporates, what money are we talking about, right? Are we talking research money? Are we talking NRE money? Are we talking recurring revenue? And really understanding this. And then at the very last, I think similar to group 1, we talked about this idea of public funding, right? Using public funding to leverage collaboration between startups and larger corporates. Again, with the caveat that they are also not super easy to get corporates as a buy-in, right? Someone who's really engaged in a grant application and not just a sponsor. Those were the main points I had. Anyone from the group, please feel free to chime in if you have anything that I missed. Probably I missed a lot, but again, this 2-minute summary of a 45-minute discussion. So
that was great. Thank you, Dan. Thank you all very much. Thank you to Ilana, to Kai, to Prem for your fantastic your input on that today, and also to the facilitators who've done a great job. So really appreciate that. So thank you to you all, and we look forward to connecting and keeping in touch with you all. So have a good evening, good morning, wherever and that you are. So thank you all very much.
Thank you
very much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.